Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Good evening. Welcome back again, second stream of the day, because we've got some interesting breaking-ish news. Tesla has updated the website for their 7,500 federal tax credit guidance for the Tesla Model 3. And I guess now they're just being a little bit more transparent, or maybe even painting a different story. But if we're going to believe Tesla, then if you're in this segment of buying group, which we'll talk about, this people that are in this income bracket, then it really probably makes no difference unless we'll talk about some of the pros and cons on it. But before we get into that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. So let's unpack this. This is a post I just made. Tesla just adds new guidance for the 7,500 federal tax credit for Tesla Model 3. And this is the Model 3 only. We'll show you exactly what has changed, but really nothing has changed for the Model Y. So that might give you a good indication on maybe the Tesla Model Y might be a better buy in the near future. And when I mean near future, I mean next year. So quote, 7,500 tax credit is expected to reduce to $3,750 on December 31st, pending federal guidance. So this is similar to what the message on the website said before, but it used to just said reductions, quote, reductions are likely. It didn't say what type of reductions. One could only assume that it was going to go from 7,500 to 3,750 or 3,750, or maybe even zero. If you don't know what is going on and how this actually works, if you take a look at all the electric vehicles that are eligible for the federal tax credit, you'll actually notice that some vehicles don't actually qualify for the full 7,500. This is due to battery minerals. This is due to the production of it. Here is the actual bill on or a paragraph on it on how it actually breaks down. You can see right here, minimum percentage of battery components produced in or manufactured in North America, 50% for the 2023 year. Taking a look at it, minimum percentage of critical minerals extracted, process or recycled in nations with free trade agreement, that's 40%. And if you notice, you'll notice that for 2024, both of these metrics go up 10% in terms of the minimum percentage of both of those metrics. So that's why for a while Tesla was posting on their website that reductions were likely. In fact, if you go to the Tesla Model Y section, you'll see what the message was before on the Model 3 page. So if you see here, taking a look at it, 7,500 federal tax credit, all new Model Y vehicles currently qualify for the federal tax credit for eligible buyers. Take delivery by December 31st for a full 7,500 federal tax credit. So no change here, no kind of worried statement of it reducing. But if you take a look at Model 3, it does say something different. It used to say it was quote unquote expected to reduce, but now it does say expected to reduce to 3,750 for the new year. So you might be wondering, I mean, is this better? Is it worse? Well, obviously it's a less tax credit from it, but in 2024, this 7,500 federal tax credit does become a point of sale discount. So taxpayers and buyers are supposed to be able to elect to have the tax credit transferred to the purchase, and you should get a straight line item discount at the point of sale. So some would say that this $3,750 discount at point of sale could be more impactful because it's less financing, less interest, and potentially less down payment as well, and also easier to probably get approved for of the loan as well because it's a lower financed amount. But typically now, if you're someone that doesn't make enough tax liability to get that full 7,500 federal tax rate, then you're kind of stuck anyways, especially if you're looking at a Model 3. If you make like $50,000, your tax liability is around like $4,000, give or take. Of course, definitely consult a CPA or just take a look at your paychecks or last year's tax return to see how much that actually is. So even if you bought right now, you wouldn't get the full 7,500. So that's why I have been recommending people that are in that threshold, under that tax liability threshold, under that income limit, you might as well wait, because next year you get the full discount. You also get a 2024 Tesla Model 3. Of course, there's no changes to features that we know yet, but it probably might be a better deal unless you absolutely need a car at the moment. But jumping to the Model Y side, we see no wording of any sort of reduction at all. So this does make us wonder, is the Model Y going to get the full 7,500 federal tax credit next year? And on top of that, if it is it going to be a full 7,500 point of sale discount, which will certainly have a lot of effects or impacts, because that's a lot less financed. I mean, taking a look at it now, 43,990 minus the 7,500, that's $36,000 financed. Of course, with taxes and fees and all that stuff, that could certainly make a big impact. But a lot of people like to say that, even if people get this 7,500 or $3,750 discount at point of sale, then Tesla might just go ahead and turn around and raise the price. I mean, that certainly is a big risk. That's why I would say, if you want to lock in prices, we could play this strategy game like December 31st, the day of, where they can't make you take a delivery that same day. Place a deposit in, lock in the pricing so that you're go ahead and good to go. But if you're looking to purchase a vehicle now, don't forget to use our Tesla referral code down below in the description for $250 off plus 3 months of full self-driving. If you're looking to find the best discounts now for the vehicle, then that's where you can head on over to Waiting for Tesla, where you can see all the inventory discounts. We talked about this earlier today, that Tesla has piped in a lot more inventory discounts, anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 off. And so the demo deals, the discounts are back into play, which pretty interesting, because it's only October 11th, so we've got a good amount of time left in the month. But Aaron, I've been watching you for a while. Your greatest strength is the timeliness of information. Thank you, Aaron. Thanks for the support on that for sure. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff with how this at the end of the day, this also could be a story that Tesla is posting onto their website, right? This could be them trying to get people to buy the Model 3 now in its current form, because it gets a 7,500 federal tax credit. But at the same time, Tesla knows that most people, or Tesla buyers, are more intelligent. They know that this tax credit becomes point of sale next year. So it's kind of this catch-22, especially for people or buyers in an income threshold that doesn't get to take advantage of the full 7,500 federal tax liability. If you're someone above that, if you make above like $75,000 W-2 income, but of course lower than $150,000 single W-2 income, then of course, it probably makes a lot more sense to just buy right now. Take advantage of the 7,500 federal tax rate, because you'll get that 7,500 when you file for your taxes before April of next year. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link, or support the channel. So definitely check it out if you are interested.